Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Alan's Collection, and here we are in El Salvador ComicCon edition. Let's begin. So this time I want to show you guys how a Comic-Con looks like in my country, El Salvador. We have quite a few of these events, but this one is probably one of the larger ones. It blends pop culture with Salvadoran contemporary art, and the result is an eye-catching exposition and celebration of all things superheroes and anime. Hey guys, so the first part of the exhibition is Nahuales, from the art toys, sculptures, and prototypes. So, Nahual means hidden, and is often used in Mesoamerican cultures to describe some kind of trickery or costume. Nahuales are our version of transforming into an animal or supernatural spirit, guys. It's considered an alter ego of sorts, a super ability by different Mesoamerican people. Enough history. Let's check out some cool sculptures. Let's start with something cheerful, guys. Death. Here's a resin-based sculpture of Death with a nice mohawk and large earring pieces. That's not Mjolnir, but probably a sacrificial dagger. This is based of this very cool artwork over here. Very, very nice. Now, this other one is a mouthful. Here's a Mazatliswat, very colorful and cheerful. It looks like a deer and has a bird friend in one of its antlers, guys. And it's based on this very, very cool artwork, and it kind of looks like a forest spirit. Don't you think so, guys? Then we have this trio of Nahuales. The first is an armadillo, or kusuko, as we call it here. The second looks like an owl, guys. And this last one is a monkey. Notice how all retain some anthropomorphic features. It's like the TMNT but without the mutagen guys. And look at these cool original creations. Yaok. It kind of reminds me of Usagi Yojimbo. And this cool warrior named Moon Jaguar. Both are using what it's called a makwawitl. These two characters are based off artwork and look quite menacing, guys. And here we have Tak, the Fire Eater, a female warrior that apart from her fire powers, she can transform into a Taquasin. Oh, and here we have her in her human form, guys, preparing to transform herself. And this is presumably her alter ego, Takao Chu, which kind of sounds like Pikachu, guys, if you think about it. And of course there were more sculptures, but I wanted to show you my favorites. Here are a couple of others as we move on to the next exhibit. Join me, guys. Let's go. Hey guys, this is the collector's cave where collectors show off their figures. Being a collector myself, this is where I feel most at home, and it's always cool to see what other collectors bring every year. Take a look at this amazing XM Studios Apocalypse 1/4 premium collectibles statue, guys. Isn't he gigantic? Close by we have Cable Sideshow Collectibles premium format figure, guys. And as you can see, Nathan is packing a couple of guns. And here we have the John Nissi Advanced Suit Batman by Prime One Studio. And another Sideshow Collectibles premium format figure, the Call to Action, Superman leaping into action. And look at that, it's a collection of Hot Toys Iron Man. I have a couple of these myself, so hopefully you can see them in my channel in the future. A very cool selection of the figures, guys. Yes, now we move to Hogwarts. And here we have the Star Ace Toys Harry Potter Tri-Wizard Tournament version. And this one looks like a 3D printed Watu the Watcher. Not sure about this one, guys, but I think it's an XM Studios Scorpion figure. This one is a clear version Astro Boy in the assembly bay. Now let's move on to these amazing Neon Genesis Evangelion statues from Prime 1 Studios, Prototype 00, EVA Production Model 2 and EVA Test Type 1. Very rare pieces, guys. And all of them really cool. And finally, we have the Fairy Tale Fantasies Little Mermaid statue next to a print from J. Scott Campbell. So along the stairs of the museum, they had this cool exhibition called Magic Cards. And these are digital images printed over canvas, inspired on the Magic the Gathering card game. They each had their own description and game effect, with original art and complete with type and summoning cost. They even had one inspired on Yin, like the ones that appeared on the Miss Marvel MCU show. I then went to check out an interactive exhibition where you could sketch in the museum walls. Here are some of my favorite fan-made sketches. Some are from collection I have featured on the channel, and other are from other franchises I like. Here's a Rebellion emblem from Star Wars, and the Master Sword from the Legend of Zelda, Anya Forger, and a Deadpool on the corner, and of course, Super Saiyan Goku, and a cool Kid Goku. And from wall art, we move on to body art. These torsos are supposed to be from other dimensions. So here you go, guys. And this gamer room certainly looks from a different dimension. It's made out of some kind of foam. And the name of this exhibit is Checkmate. Let the battle begin. Of course, here's the battlefield, a very colorful chessboard, full of action. And here are the black pieces I like the most. First we have a very menacing black king, the queen of course, opening portals to a different dimension. Look at that, she's looking amazing. A black rook that looks like it was taken from the Dark Souls gaming franchise. And a black pawn in underwater. And of course, here are some of the coolest white pieces. We start with a very lonesome white pawn, probably the best one, the bishop, quite terrifying. An interdimensional white rook that looks like it has been taken from the Cuphead gaming franchise. And Her Majesty, the White Queen, destroying all the black pieces around her. Wow guys, look at this. This looks like a futuristic city. Think of it as Coruscant, guys. Absolutely amazing artwork. Now take a look at this. Wow, here we have this futuristic city built around a stone in the center. You know what? This looks like Piltover, the city in the Netflix Arcane City. I knew it. It reminded me of something. If you take a closer look, you will see that the entire city is made out of refurbished material. And they're also playing with lightning to cast some shadows on the background. Really cool. Jinx would be proud. And here are some individual pieces so you can appreciate the details on their own. What do you think, guys? Really nice. So here we have some battle shields inspired in different fantasies. We have this one based on a Kitsune-like character, using different fabrics. This other here looks like something out of the Soul Calibur game. And this other one looks like a Viking sea serpent shield. The Jormungand shield, guys. And then we go into the depths of the sea with a Merman warrior inspired shield and this Kraken creature shield. Very colorful. And we finish off with some Mayan inspired shields. Both of them very cool. So, this is just a glimpse of my day at ComicConSV. There were more stuff happening, of course. We had shops, food, an anime music concert, cosplayers, action figure exhibits, a lot of cool stuff, guys. Hope you enjoyed this small look into a Salvadoran Comic-Con. Thanks again for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe. See you next on Alan's Collection.